The year is 1619. A Dutch ship arrives in Jamestown, Virginia. On board are not settlers but captives, Africans stolen from their homes, forced onto ships, shackled and branded. They are now commodities, their destination, a new world. A land of promise for some, but for them, a nightmare begins. These Africans are the first of millions, swept up in the transatlantic slave trade, a brutal system of commerce, human beings bought and sold like cattle. The journey across the Atlantic is horrific. Crammed into the ship's holds, darkness, disease, and death their only companions. Many perish on the voyage, the Middle Passage it is called, a testament to human cruelty. Those who survive face a bleak reality, stripped of their names, their languages, their very identities. They are forced onto plantations, to toil under the relentless sun, to build a new world with their sweat and blood. But even in chains, their spirit remains unbroken. They carry within them the seeds of resistance, the yearning for freedom. Generations are born into slavery, treated as property, not people, subjected to unimaginable cruelty, the lash of the whip, the separation of families, the denial of their very humanity, yet they endure. They find strength in their communities, in their shared heritage, and in their unwavering faith. The fields echo with their songs, spirituals they are called, melodies of sorrow and hope. These songs are more than music, they are coded messages, a way to communicate, to resist, to hold on to hope. Hope for a better future, for a time when they would be free. Resistance takes many forms, from silent sabotage to outright rebellion. Every act of defiance, a blow against the institution of slavery. Some risk everything to escape. Guided by the North Star, seeking refuge in the Underground Railroad, a network of safe houses and courageous souls, risking their own lives to help others find freedom. Across the nation, voices rise against slavery. Abolitionists, they are called, black and white Americans united in their belief that all men are created equal, that slavery is a moral abomination. They speak out against the horrors they witness. They publish newspapers, write books, and deliver fiery speeches. Among them, giants emerge. Frederick Douglass, a former slave. His eloquence and powerful words shake the nation. Harriet Tubman, a conductor on the Underground Railroad. She risks her life repeatedly to lead others to freedom. Sojourner Truth, a former slave who becomes a powerful advocate for women's rights and abolition. The abolitionist movement gains momentum. The nation is deeply divided. A house divided against itself, as one man says. The issue of slavery threatens to tear the nation apart. The stage is set for a conflict that will test the very soul of America. The year is 1861. The United States erupts in civil war. Brother fights brother, the issue of slavery at the heart of the conflict. African Americans, though still enslaved, see a glimmer of hope. They know that freedom is worth fighting for. Many flee the plantations and join the Union Army. They fight with valor and distinction, proving their courage and patriotism. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issues the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring that all slaves in Confederate territory shall be free. A watershed moment in American history. The war rages on for 2 more years. Finally, in 1865, the Confederacy surrenders. The Civil War is over. Slavery is abolished. But the fight for true equality is far from over. Section 5. Broken Promises, Reconstruction and the Rise of Jim Crow. The period following the Civil War is known as Reconstruction, a time of rebuilding and reconciliation. But for African Americans, the promise of equality remains elusive. They face new forms of oppression. Black codes are enacted in the South, restricting their freedoms and limiting their opportunities. Terror groups like the Ku Klux Klan emerge, using violence and intimidation to maintain white supremacy. Jim Crow laws are passed, segregating schools, public transportation, and other aspects of life. African Americans are relegated to second-class citizenship. Despite these challenges, they persevere. They build their own institutions, schools, churches, and businesses. They strive for economic independence and social justice. Their resilience in the face of adversity is a testament to their indomitable spirit. Section 6. A fire ignites. The Civil Rights Movement and the Fight for Equality. The fight for equality continues into the 20th century. The Civil Rights Movement emerges, a powerful movement for social change, led by courageous men and women determined to dismantle segregation and secure equal rights for all Americans. Martin Luther King Jr. emerges as a leading voice, preaching nonviolence and equality. His powerful speeches inspire millions. Rosa Parks refuses to give up her seat on a bus, sparking the Montgomery bus boycott. Malcolm X calls for self-defense and black empowerment. The movement gains momentum with protests, boycotts, and acts of civil disobedience. The nation's conscience is awakened. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 is passed, outlawing discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 follows, guaranteeing the right to vote for all citizens. Section 7. Triumphs and Tribulations. Navigating the late 20th century. The fight for equality continues with new challenges and opportunities. African Americans make significant strides in education, politics, and other fields. They break down barriers and achieve historic milestones. The election of Barack Obama as the first African American president is a momentous occasion, a symbol of progress and hope. But challenges remain. Systemic racism persists in many aspects of American society, from the criminal justice system to economic inequality. The Black Lives Matter movement emerges in response to police brutality and racial injustice. It sparks a national conversation about race and inequality, highlighting the urgent need for continued progress. Section 8. Legacy of Strength, the Enduring Spirit of African Americans. From the arrival of the first slaves to the election of the first black president, the journey of African Americans is one of resilience, perseverance, and triumph over adversity. They have enriched American culture in countless ways through music, art, literature, and more. Their contributions to American society are immeasurable. They have fought for freedom, justice, and equality, not just for themselves, but for all Americans. Their legacy is one of strength, courage, and hope, a testament to the enduring human spirit. The fight for equality is not over, but the journey continues. With each generation, the dream of a just and equitable society comes closer to reality. The story of African Americans is an integral part of the American story, a testament to the enduring power of hope, resilience, and the pursuit of a more perfect union.